So Facebook has this thing, all right, I'm just going to write it up here for now. It's called a pixel. This little guy is magical. Right? It's magic. It's an invisible little thing that sits on your website, and it should be on every page, everywhere, all your web pages. As people visit your website, it reads data. It sees where they're from, what country, what IP. It connects that person back to their Facebook profile, and now it knows how old they are, whether they're married, what kinds of things they like, what other pages they go to, how much videos they watch. Are they clickers versus action doers? Do they buy stuff online or not? Imagine that. Someone clicks one of your ad, and Facebook is like picking up all this data. Now you're sitting there thinking, I don't want to give Facebook all my data. Yeah, but think about the other side. When it comes time for you to run ads, you can go to Facebook and say, Facebook, optimize my ads by my pixel. Do it for me. So in a lot of our accounts, we've had so much pixel kind of maturity that, we can actually run ads now where we don't do any targeting. World. Just open it up to the whole world. We don't even bother because our pixel has so much fires that Facebook says, oh, you want me to optimize based by your pixel? Okay, so I know what kind of people like your website. I know what kind of people spend the most time on your website. I got this. So your pixel allows you to create what we call custom audiences. And this is going to be probably the most pivotal part of mastering Facebook. Here's Facebook's dream. This is what Facebook wants. You want to win something, you want to win in the game of Facebook, give Facebook what Facebook wants. Facebook, in an ideal world, will have only ads that are retargeting. What's a retargeting ad? Okay, so you've all been to LearnCenter.com something, right? That's how you registered to be here. So you went to LearnCenter.com/Saturday. That was the page where you went to register. You went to the page, hence you have engaged with the Lurn brand. It is in your mind, you've thought about it, you recognize it. Maybe you saw my face. So the next time you log back onto Facebook, if you saw an ad from me that says, hey, wait, I saw that you were at my Lurn Center website. Are you coming this Saturday? Let me tell you a little bit more about what's happening. Who's more likely to watch that ad? You or someone who's never been to the Lurn Center website? It's not a trick question, guys. Who's more likely? You? You, right? So what are you going to do? The data goes up. You watch more of the video, you click more of the ads, and what does that give Facebook? It increases the user interaction. Facebook likes that. So Facebook has recognized that they would love to be in the business of only showing ads to people who actually want to see those ads. That's another thing about interactive marketing. Interactive marketing has made it possible for the consumer to control what they see, what ads they want to see. So this is why the pixel and why custom audiences have become more and more and more pivotal, why we need to really focus on them. So custom audiences, you can build custom audiences in essentially 3 different ways. One is what we call website visitors. Website visitors is very simple, okay? So here's your home page. There's a little invisible dot, we call it the pixel, that sits there. Now you may have tons of other pages on your website, right? You have your About Us, your this, your that, you have your opt-in pages, your sales pages, your carts, and what you do is you just have this pixel on every page. Now what's neat is, guys, if you're using WordPress or any of the systems out there that build pages, usually you can put this pixel on in a central control area, and it'll put them on every page. So you don't have to remember that. But now check this out. So I'm just going to call this page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, page 5, page 6, page 7. I can actually log in. So this is how you create a custom audience using website visitors. Okay? That's the first of the 3 ways to create custom audiences. I go to Facebook. I can actually log into Facebook. There's a part where I create a custom audience. I can literally say, hey, Facebook, everyone who's been on page 3, just page 3, none of the other ones, only page 3. Because maybe page 3 was your order page. And I can even go to Facebook and say, hey, everyone that's been on page 3, but what I want you to do, Facebook, is exclude anyone that's been on page 4. So Facebook, anyone that's landed on my order page, but exclude anyone that landed on the thank you page. See where I'm going with this? Because now my ad's going to say, hey, you didn't complete your order. The discount's going away. I hope you know that. 2 hours left. How much more engaged is that person? Might be a tiny audience, but look at the amount of journey you can create with your audience with something stupid simple that Facebook allows you to do. Versus, maybe this is my opt-in page. So I say, Facebook, create a custom audience of people that have landed on page 1 but not seen page 2. Now I know what happens is you landed on the learncenter.com/Saturday website, but you didn't register. So the next time you log on to Facebook, there'll be an image of me going, right? And an ad above it that says, don't you want to succeed in life? Like, why would you not come? Are you that lazy? It'll make you feel bad, and you'd be like, damn it, I'm going to register for this thing, right? But I can target my messaging. That would make no sense to anyone who had either not been to page 1 at all, they'd be like, what's he talking about? Or had been to page 1 and registered. Then I'm just offending you, right? You're like, I did register. But Facebook allows you to control all of this through website visitors, and all you have to do is have 1 pixel on all of your pages. All right? Nice and simple. All right. The second way that Facebook allows you to create custom audiences is upload. So, for example, we have an email list of about 1 million people in Lurn. So what we do, or what we did, is we took that list and we uploaded it to Facebook. And literally just said, Facebook, whatever you can do, here is a list of all the email addresses. Can you match this up? Match this up with other people, with all the people you have. Now, of course, some people don't use the same email address that they do with us as they would do with Facebook. It's usually about 50 to 60%. Okay? When you upload a list, about 50 to 60%. Now, Facebook has come up with other cool features. You can also upload databases if you have customers and have their addresses. You can upload name, email, address, phone number, and Facebook will try to use all of them to match it up. So if their email doesn't match, they'll use the address and they use the phone number. But usually about 50 to 60%. So if I upload 1 million people that are on my email list into Facebook, and it gives me about 500,000 custom audience, what do I immediately know about that audience? They know who I am. Right? They know who I am. That's the first thing I already know about them. And that completely changes the way I'll talk to them. I don't need to say, hey, I'm Anik Singal, I've been an entrepreneur for 15 years, I've done $200 million in sales. Just get to the next step, because they already know that. They know you enough. They have some faith, some trust, some recognition. Get to the point faster versus for those who don't have that. So now, uploading, of course, if you're just starting a business, what do you upload? You don't have anything to upload. That's okay. You don't have to use it, but that's the second way you can do custom audiences. The third way you can do custom audiences is based off of what we call actions. So this is where you take this pixel and you kind of expand and add one thing. Facebook says, look, you can modify a pixel and put the word lead in it. So if someone were to land on page 2, this pixel has been modified and has the word lead in it. So now what I'm doing is telling Facebook, hey, Facebook, anytime someone lands on this page, I want you to connect that with your database. Now remember, here we have nearly 100% match. Why? Because someone clicked a Facebook ad, landed on my page, maybe they opted in for my list. That all happened within the course of seconds on the same device, whether it's the phone, whether it's their desktop, it happened on the same device. So Facebook's going to pick up like 95%, right? Versus the 50 to 60% on upload. The only reason that 5% is missing is because some people block, they block pixels, they block all of that stuff on their computers. But 95%, so you're going to get a big, big capture rate. But what I do is I tell Facebook, anyone that lands on page 2, they became a lead. That means they did something. They put in their email address. They actually took action. So now, why is that so important? Because that is pivotal. So when let's say I've used Facebook and I've gotten 10,000 leads, okay? We have, in our accounts, we have tens of thousands of pixel fires. I've gotten over 10,000 leads. At that point, you know what Facebook does? Facebook studies each account that has the lead tag. And it creates, they don't ever show this to you. I wish they would show it to us. Behind the scenes, it creates data. It says, you know what? A majority of people who become leads for this particular customer are women between the ages of 35 and 42 that live in the West Coast, United States, and that seem to like to be online between the hours of 5 p.m. and 12 a.m. And they all seem to have iPhones. Facebook picks up all of that on its own, doesn't tell you, but it learns, it studies. There's tons of artificial intelligence happening there. So the next time you log into Facebook, okay, and so let's say what you do with Facebook, okay, so I'm going to erase this real quick. So the next time, what you do with Facebook is you say, hey, Facebook, all right, I want you to target everybody who is into Blue Apron. Sorry, my pen is kind of dying here, but can everyone see kind of? Yeah, all right. Oh, okay, we got it on. All right, so I want to target everybody that, now Blue Apron's probably got like a 2 million size audience, right? Now, not all 2 million of those people are going to be target audience for you. We know that. But thanks to Facebook, we don't have to spend a lot of money to determine that. So we say, Facebook, go ahead, use my data that you've captured from the lead pixel, and please automatically optimize my ads by that pixel. So Facebook will study this entire, let's say this is a 2 million person audience, right? Facebook's going to study this and say, not for you. We're just going to show your ads over here. That's your people. Based on your lead pixel, these are the people that are into this ad, this page, this offer. So they're never going to show you who those people are. Facebook also will not tell you how much of that 2 million you're actually targeting, but they'll do it on your behalf. They'll literally start showing your ads in here, and the more data they get, the more stronger the ads get. The more data they have, the more they learn, the better they perform. All right? This is why I have sometimes students who are running Facebook ads without the pixel, and it makes me cringe. Because you are literally losing out on tremendous amounts of data. Thank you very much. Let's see. Ooh, that's much better. All right. All right, so that takes us through targeting. Now, I'm going to talk to you about something called the circle of targeting. We'll talk about it during the scaling time. But the other thing is, where should you start? A lot of people like to start wide because they want, I want to scale, I want to go big. It's not necessarily always the best way. All right? So we'll talk about that. Anyone learn something new that happened? Whoa. See how awesome I am?